Stocks presented by Advanced Auto Parts coming up next. Then we should have the Sport Mods lining up out there in the chute out by turn 2. Sport Mods should be lining up. Couple of more emails. We got, is it Robin Lyon watching from Iowa? Her husband raced in the Texas 600 a few times. Started watching the races on Race On when we weren't participating. Well, thank you for the email. Thank you for checking in. Max Hibben checking in from right here at the track. We're celebrating our 15th anniversary tonight at Cotton Bowl Speedway. Well, congratulations to your wife, and way to hang in there, Max. Man, all sorts of great emails tonight. I appreciate it. Street Stocks presented by Advanced Auto Parts coming out 88, Brandon Spreen, 716, Trey Votaw, 714, Charles Melvany, 729, Michael Votaw. '42, Mark Guerin, 88D, Dakota Lang, '09, Gerald Johnson, 39, Chase Ellison, '05, Daniel Gaudette, 56, Drake Pruitt, '05, W, Evident Ivy, 96, Buster Dean, and the 31 of Roy Powell. 20 big laps around the track. Sport Mods begin to get in your cars and line up out on turn number 2 in the chute. Sport Mods. Pace truck is going to turn it in on the back straightaway. Cars are going to be 2 by 2 all the way around to that pink tire. Down in turn number 4, Brandon Spreen and Trey Votaw. Votaw, your track champion for Cotton Bowl Speedway. Here they come, down into turn 4. Street Stocks presented by Advanced Auto Parts. Oktoberfest, here we go. Green flag, green light. Off and running. As Votaw tries to get an early jump down the front straightaway, Spreen says, no, 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 no. Votaw settles behind him down the back straightaway, now shoots immediately to the right side. Going to come along the outside wall. Spreen's got a good car. He's going to be a tough guy to pass on the outside. Trey Votaw is the track champion. He knows what he's doing out there with that 716 machine. Goes to the outside one more time. You know, Brandon Spreen always used to tell me out in the pit area, he says, you know, Trey Votaw is a great driver. I'm going to try to get him tonight. Votaw, again, takes that 716 to that middle groove. Spreen holds the low line. Drone following him down into turn 3 and 4. Here they come down the front straightaway. Excellent shot. Look at the beautiful track there. Everybody's racing on it tonight, having a really good track here for Oktoberfest. Votaw, one more time, settling in behind Brandon Spreen. Down the back straightaway. Right now, Votaw about a car length back. They're leaving everybody in the dust. Chase Ellison, your third place car, probably about 10 car lengths back. Not even a close race right now. It's a 2-car race, and then everybody else. Chase Ellison third in the 39. Charles Melvany fourth in the 714. Michael Votaw rounds out the top 5 in the 729. Mark Guerin sixth in the 42. Drake Pruitt back in 7th. Daniel Gaudette 8th. Buster Dean 9th. Evident Ivy in the 05W rounds out the top 10. So the Roy Powell car, the race director is talking to him. Oh, yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow. 09, I believe. That was Gerald Johnson bringing out that yellow flag. So this is one of those situations where Brandon Spreen really did not want to see that yellow flag come out. On the opposite end of the spectrum, Chase Ellison in that 39 desperately wanted a yellow flag to come out because now, as you see, it brings that whole group all back together. Going to show them one at the line this time by. Now, on the restart, when the lights go out on the back straightaway, your race leader can restart anywhere he wants. He does not have to go all the way around to the pink tire. So where will Brandon Spreen restart? Okay, he's up into turn 3. He's halfway to turn 4. He's going to go ahead and take it all the way around. Even though he doesn't have to, he did. Brandon Spreen sets the pace in that 88 street stock. Taking off. Here comes Votaw. Now kind of sneaking a peek on the inside. They're pulling away from Chase Ellison. Ellison was happy for the yellow, but right now not taking any advantage of it as they're opening up that gap between the front 2 cars and Chase Ellison all over again. Michael Votaw in the 729 sits 4th. Charles Melvany 5th in the 714. Meanwhile, again, a 2-car breakaway between Brandon Spreen and Trey Votaw. Votaw just kind of biding his time right now. He's going to look on the inside this time. Outside hasn't worked. Trailing directly behind him definitely doesn't work. So he kind of snuck a peek on the inside. Didn't see anything there as they come around turn 4. Gets that nose. And nothing there. Spreen got a yellow. Got a car up at the top of turn 3, right up against the outside wall that brings out the yellow. That's the 09, I believe, of Gerald Johnson, who brought out the yellow earlier. Out of Bryan, Texas, started 7th tonight. That's his 2nd yellow flag, so that should call it a night for the 09 or 109, whatever that number is. All right, now we have another situation right there by the Browning Auto Parts sign. Looks like the 05. Whoa, we got a little heated action out there as the 05W jumping out of the cockpit of the car. That's, I believe that's Daniel Gaudette. No, I'm sorry, Evident Ivy in the 05W. She jumped out of that passenger seat really quick. Was okay, so as the Johnson car was The Johnson car was driving against the grain, and Evident Ivy was moving the correct direction, and it looks like the '09 may have just run right into the '05W. So just to catch you up on what's going on out there, the 109 of Gerald Johnson brought out the yellow flag up in turn number 3. While we were under yellow flag conditions and the cars and trucks were working their way around the track, the Johnson car started going against traffic down the back straightaway, came upon Evident Ivy in that truck, and based on some video review that we have here, appears to have purposely run into the '05W Evident Ivy, knocked her out of the race. That's why she got out of that truck so quickly, hot and heated. So the 109 Gerald Johnson car, we've already called the officials and we've already called the sheriff's deputies that are on site. He is to load that car up immediately and leave the Cotton Bowl Speedway property. There's just no reason to purposely drive right into somebody and damage their vehicle and potentially cause injury. There is a little bit of a mess out there with the fluid, so we're running some extra shovels and buckets out there. Dorothea Heater down at the souvenir stand, sitting down at the souvenirs, enjoying her birthday. Happy birthday to you down at the souvenir stand. Charlie Brown sent an email. The Giddings Fire Crew down in Section C, supporting the OOM Marion Brown. Well, if the Giddings Fire Crew is here, maybe we should send them out on the back straightaway and help with the cleanup out there. Thank you, Charlie, and thank you to the Giddings Fire Crew for being here tonight. My man, Dakota Hurley, checking in. Dakota and Lindsay Hurley watching from the back patio in Spring Branch by the fire. Hope you're doing well, Milton. I am, Dakota. Thank you. Great shot there. Nice picture. Appreciate you checking in. Let's see here. James Hammock Jr. checking in from Lorena, Texas. Hello, James. Thank you for checking in. See the spotlights out there from our safety crew trying to get all that oil, liquid, water, gas, whatever is spilled all over the track, and we had to run some extra equipment out there, obviously more than what we normally have. Just as a reminder, next week, right here at Cotton Bowl Speedway, we are having absolutely nothing. Racing season is over after tonight. Man, we'll see y'all in 2025. Mary Ann and the crew will be working on that schedule as soon as they can, but we're going to give you a few months off, and got Halloween coming up. People already decorating for Christmas. This should be against the law. Thanksgiving's coming up, so enjoy your next 6 or 7 months off, and we'll be back at it again probably in March of 2025. Back just off of turn 2 in the chute there, the Sport Mods are waiting their turn to come out. Then it'll be the Sport Compacts, the Dwarf Cars, and then the South Texas IMCA Modifieds. You know what I might do with all these emails that I've received tonight? I might take all the ones that are inside the state of Texas, draw one, and come over and take you out to dinner. So I'll have to think about that. I'll be in contact with you if I draw your name. But somebody that sent an email tonight may get a free dinner courtesy of my back pocket. I'll drive just about anywhere in Texas. I'm not coming to Japan. Sorry, Mariel.
Sounds good.
Congratulations on your upcoming wedding.
Thank you all very much. Okay, drivers, we're going to be firing our engines back up.
All right, Browning Auto Parts sign. You see it out there. The spotlight's still on, but it looks like the cleanup is just about done.
See where the water is, which is
A lot of officials still on the back straightaway, still under red light, red flag conditions. Once they give the A-OK back there, as you spotlight goes off on the back straightaway, they may give a thumbs up. Yep, there we go. Yellow flag comes on, yellow light.
throw your bottle out.
Let's move them around a little bit. So you see the two officials out there on the back straightaway. They're cutting off the portion of the track they want the cars to drive through. So they will run through there a couple of times, make sure it looks good, and then we'll get back to it. All right, looks like it's good out there on the back straightaway.
16 to go.
4 complete, 16 to go. Brandon Spring works his way back up into his familiar first place spot. He'll have Trey Votaw and Chase Ellison directly behind him. Michael Votaw, Mark Guerin behind them. Charles Melvany in the 714, Drake Pruitt in the 56, Buster Dean in the 96, Daniel Gaudette in the 05. Lights are out. Here we go. Green, green, green on the restart. One more time. Getting it back under the gas pedal. Brandon Spreen jumps off to the lead.
Thank you.
Let's see if anybody can capitalize on that yellow flag as Trey Votaw once again challenging Brandon Spreen up in the front. Chase Ellison, who should have taken advantage of the yellow, just cannot keep up with those front two cars. Ellison better watch out. He's about to be passed by the 42 of Mark Guerin. Great job, Brandon Spreen. He's had Trey Votaw behind him all night. There were some of those early challenges, this time on the restart with the yellow flag and yellow light. He staying right there within striking distance, but just cannot close that 1 to 2 car gap down the straightaways. Votaw closes it in the corners. Look at him take it low down there by that tire. Problem is, Brandon went the same direction, so you can't get by him if he's right in front of you. Did not leave the door open for Votaw. Now Spreen's going to have to be careful because they're catching up with slower traffic. That 31 Powell car going to have to go inside or outside, pick a line, and the leaders will go past them in the opposite direction. Right now, Powell's going to go low. Spreen comes up and says, I guess I better go inside of that, okay? Yeah, not the path I would have chosen, but Brandon knows what he's doing. Votaw went around the outside of him. That's what I would have done. But you know what? Brandon Spreen's a better race car driver than I am. Still got that 2.5 car length lead coming out of turn 2 and down the back straightaway. Spreen on rails, comes out of 4, widening that gap between himself and Trey Votaw. Oh, spin up in turn 2, keep going, keep going. There you go. Be my new best friend, don't bring out a yellow flag. We stay green conditions. Sport mods are on deck, followed by Sport Compacts, Dwarfs, and South Texas IMCA Modifieds. Race director talking to the vehicles towards the rear of the pack, letting them know that your race leaders are sneaking up on you. Hold your line, go inside or outside, and then your race leader will make his decision. This time, Brandon Spreen going to go to the outside? Well, no, maybe he's going to shoot to the inside. That truck really didn't hold their line. Can Votaw take advantage of it? Nope. Votaw went to the outside. I thought that truck was going to get in the way of Brandon Spreen there for a moment and slow him down, but Spreen, the excellent driver that he is, did a great job to make his way by. 2 laps to go, this time by the flag stand. Brandon Spreen, got to have a smile on his face right now. He knows 2 more times around. Come on, motor, hang in there with me. Come on, tires, hang in there with me. One lap to go that time by. 1 to go. And the checkered flag comes out. Your October Fast Champion 88, Brandon Spreen, with the win, Trey Votal. Your track champion this year at Cotton Bowl Speedway finishes up in second. Chase Ellison finishes third on our Oktoberfest night of racing. Well, a great run there by Brandon Spreen, Trey Votaw, and Chase Ellison. 1, 2, 3. Mark Guerin, nice run there in the 42, and Charles Melvin, he rounds out that top 5. Right now, Brandon Spreen going to take that well-deserved victory lap around Cotton Bowl Speedway one last time for 2024. And he'll pull it on down there. He knows where the interview area is. He just needs to pull it a little further down. Cody, pull him up a little further. There we go. Now that he's pulled up, he'll be on camera, so the fine folks that are watching on Race On tonight will be able to see him. There he is. There's your winner, Brandon Spreen. Let's go down to Cody Alexander.
Oh, man, Brandon getting it done. We'll come up here. Well, man, long race, and you had a really good pit stop in the middle. I don't know if you went and got a burger or anything, but, man, the car tonight, and I know you've got some great crew back there, the Danielson family, but who do you want to thank tonight?
Yeah, I got to start off with Robert and Bianca. They give me the best car out here every weekend, top-notch equipment. Marianne and H, one of the best facilities in Texas right now. R&B Racing, Hill Country Fireplace, Spreen Racing Engines, Swinch and Shocks, Bodies by DSM, and just everybody for coming out.
Well, it's great to have you once again back in Advanced Auto Parts Victory Lane. So if you're with Brandon, we want to get your picture with this 88 machine before he heads on over to Tech, so head on over to that Advanced Auto Parts Victory Lane. And how about, I know y'all race fans don't see it, but there's a really neat video on Race On, so I want y'all to go watch this replay from that pace truck, because that's really neat. Back to you, Milton.
All right, Cody, thank you. I know Brandon will be met over there by Robert Danielson and his lovely wife, Bianca.